I then did a review of The Conjuring. This is basically about it starts off with a possessed doll called Annabelle, and it's basically something that is possessed by a demonic, so something that's never walked the earth. And then this plot sort of switches to this house, which was where a woman and her child once lived, and the mother was basically possessed by this thing called the Banshee. I think it was Banshee. And she was possessed to kill her child. Anyway, the house is then, years later, moved in by this new family. They've got 5 girls, I think it is, and then the mum and the dad. And basically the spirit of Banshee possesses the mother of that family, and she ends up trying to kill her own children. The lighting, again, there's very small sources of it, so all around the house, and there's candles, and when the man goes down to the cellar, all he has is a match, and small flickering lamps across the house. And the weather is obviously very gloomy and foggy, and it's always set at night. The music, there's a piano which plays long drones, and then there's things like the nursery rhyme, which comes from this small magic box, which when twisted you're able to see the spirit behind you after it's finished. All the sounds are very high pitched and increase in volume at a crucial event. The setting, it's obviously set in this old farmhouse. It's very cluttered and creepy, like the cellar is just full of old like historical documents and things. Obviously it's always set at night, so when the family are asleep there's always strange disturbances. The characters, obviously they're a young family and they've got their 5 girls, so this again, the audience feel very sympathetic towards them and it's very relatable. They're very innocent and unsuspecting, so the mum, who appears to be a doting mum, you don't suspect that she would be possessed to kill her children. And then there's the other characters, Lorraine and Ed, who are the spirit hunters. There's a lot of safety, like a feeling of safety when they're around. The editing, there's quick cuts to flashbacks in the past. The use of black and white when it goes back to the past, and when it's of the scenery and the clouds come over, it's obviously sped up. Sounds, there's like the young children's nursery rhyme, banging and creaking, and the screaming and wailing from a radio. These obviously connote like strange disturbances in the house. Mise en scène, the large China doll figure, which is Annabelle. She was one of the key symbols in the film of demonic powers. There's also a wardrobe, which has a secret passage, which was used as an area of safety for the children who have got possessed mums to hide. And also the music box, which is where you can see the demon behind you. Titles, it was basically a black background, and then The Conjuring came up in just simplistic yellow writing, but it had quite an impact, and alongside this there was really high pitched like squeaking music. Camera shots, there were zooms in and out of Annabelle's face, the doll, at the beginning. There was also low angle shots again from the bottom of the cellar stairs, which is where a character was, and they were trying to run up towards the door, but then it would slam on its own and shut them in. There was also tilting angles, so the camera would tilt upside down to show a character running underneath it, and it would tilt to the side to show like distortion.